Welcome to Proud of Israeli Civilization. Who were the Philistines? These ancient people thrived on the southeastern Mediterranean shore during the late Bronze to early Iron Age. Their civilization, known as Philistia, revolved around 5 cities: Ashdod, Ashkelon, Ekron, Gath, and Gaza. They are most famous as the biblical rivals of the Hebrew tribes and kingdoms. Egypt's pro-Egyptian successors created a buffer zone against invasions, gaining control of Canaan and its trade routes, boosting revenue. In the 15th century BC, Gaza became an Egyptian trade hub under a royal governor. Egypt's rule over Canaan lasted over 3 centuries, despite rebellions. The region thrived in agriculture and commerce, with Ashdod and Ashkelon as key centers. In ancient times, the Eastern Mediterranean witnessed the failed invasion of Egypt by the Sea Peoples, notably the Peliset, who were frequently mentioned in inscriptions and depicted on temple walls. After Egypt's victory, Ramses III resettled captured Peliset in southwestern Canaan to guard Egypt's northeastern border. These settlers, ancestors of the Philistines, were tasked with protecting Egypt. The origins of the Peliset, possibly from Crete, remain debated. Modern estimates suggest their population in Canaan ranged from a few to 10,000, contrasting with Ramses III's claims of hundreds of thousands. Some evidence suggests their settlements evolved into the Philistine cities like Ashkelon. The truth may involve negotiations, with Egypt portraying strength and the Philistines gaining legitimacy. The Egyptians and the Peliset likely negotiated with Canaanite survivors. Excavations at Philistine sites reveal a blend of foreign and local cultures, with Canaanites making up at least half the early population. Despite Egypt's limited involvement due to internal strife, the Peliset, known as skilled warriors, could offer protection. Their integration with Canaanites was swift, facilitated by previous Aegean connections. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. Subscribe for more insights into ancient mysteries. In ancient times, commercial ties fostered intermarriage between the Aegeans and Canaanites, possibly forming a hybrid culture before the Bronze Age's end. Evidence of Philistine origins is seen in pottery, resembling Mycenaean styles but made locally. Philistine homes and diets also suggest Aegean influences, with pig bones indicating an imported species. Their distinctive attire hints at Aegean connections. In biblical accounts, Canaanites known as Avites inhabited the southern coast before Philistines arrived from Caphtor. Scholars often identify Caphtor as Crete, but Caria, Cilicia, and Cyprus are also contenders. Cyprus, a Mycenaean trading partner, is a strong candidate. During the Mycenaean collapse, many fled to Cyprus, possibly merging with the Pelisets, explaining cultural adaptations post-migration. The Canaanite gods were revered, with some theories hinging on linguistic ties to place names, suggesting the Pelisets' origins near the Aegean. In the aftermath of the Bronze Age collapse, societal restructuring saw nomads occupy city ruins. Yet, urban life flourished along the Mediterranean's eastern coast. Philistine cities, strategically near fertile lands, grew rapidly, capitalizing on trade and agriculture. The League of Philistine City-States, led by a council of 5 lords, dominated the Canaanite coastal plain in the 11th century BC. They often defeated the Hebrew tribes, leveraging their technological edge with chariots and iron weapons. The Philistines sought control of trade routes, which fueled tensions and prompted the Hebrews to unite against them. The route to Egypt, including the northern Canaanites allied with the Hebrews, was significant. These Canaanites, better known as the Phoenicians, rose as the Philistines declined economically. In the 10th century BC, Israel and Judah split, and Egypt briefly flourished under Libyan pharaoh Shoshenq I, who looted Canaan. Later, the Aramean king Hazael devastated Israel, Judah, and Philistia, leaving lasting impacts.